Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
The last few days, we've talked about the importance of a mother's prayer. That hasn't entirely been by accident. Not only is this the week before Mother's Day in the United States, but today is also the United States National Day of Prayer. Since prayer is talking to God, much of our prayers, especially as mothers, are for our children or children in the Lord. So today seems like a good time to talk about the unnamed Gentile woman who went to Jesus about her daughter. We only know her as the Syrophonecian woman. Her little girl had an unclean spirit, so when this woman heard about Jesus being in the area, she hurried to see him. We don't know how much she knew about Jesus, or how she found out he was there, or even why she thought Jesus could do something to help her, but she was desperate. If you've ever had a child sick in the middle of the night, you know a little bit about this desperation. If you've ever had a child diagnosed with any kind of disease or debilitating problem, you probably can relate to this woman quite well. Sometimes as parents, we can consult doctors or other more experienced moms, or in my case, my sweet mother-in-law next door, who always seems to know what to do with cuts and scrapes and other small emergencies. But other times, like this woman, our only hope is Jesus. Only He can deal with the problem in our child's life. I found it even more so as my children get older and make decisions for themselves and are away from me so much. I can't fix their hurts and problems with a Band-Aid and a hug anymore, but I can pray because I know they're in God's hands and He loves them and knows them better than I do. And like the Syrophonecian woman, I can bring their problems to the Lord. She found Jesus and cried out, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me." Somehow she knew who He was, knew it was only His mercy that could heal her daughter. Yet Jesus didn't answer her at first. But she was persistent. She kept crying out, so much so that Jesus' disciples asked Him to send her away. Finally, He answered her, "I was only sent to the lost sheep of Israel." She was a Gentile. But she didn't give up. She knelt before Him. "Lord, help me," she said. He replied, "It's not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs." Wow, I always thought Jesus sounded so harsh when He said that. But He was drawing out this woman's faith. She didn't get discouraged and go away. She didn't get mad and stomp away. I love her answer. Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table. It was like she was humbling herself and saying, "I know I'm not worthy, but Lord, I need your help. You're the only one who can do this." That's how we should always come to the Lord, whether praying for our children, ourselves, our church, our country, anything. We aren't entitled to anything. It's only through God's mercy that we are still here in the first place. And it's only because He loves us that any of our requests are answered. When Jesus heard the woman's answer, I can imagine He smiled. In Matthew, He said to her, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted." In Mark, He said, "For such a reply, you may go. The demon has left your daughter." Personally, I think it took just as much faith for her to leave as it had for her to come and beg for her daughter's healing. She had to believe it had already been done. So when we pray, whether for our children or for anything else, we have to have faith to leave it in God's capable hands and just let go of it, believing that He's working in ways we can't even see. So in that way, it takes just as much faith to kneel in prayer as it does to get up. But like this woman, we know who to take our children to and where to leave our requests.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.